He's a big one. Ball is tipped and controlled by Zach Edey. Grizzlies will have the opening possession of this contest. From where we sit, plaza level, it's Grizzlies to our right, Kings to our left in this first half. Jab step, pull up off the bounce. First two-point attempt of the night is missed by Coward, rebounded by the Kings. Westbrook accelerates to two-point range at the right elbow. Little hesitation, then into the paint, drops it off to DeRozan. His flip is no good. Spike, put back, thrown down by Drew Eubanks. Well, that's the way to start a ball game. Henry Turner.
No doubt. Go up high, get that thing, dunk it down, big fella.
Well, a three-point shot from straight away, missed by Williams, but a back tap gives Williams a second chance. He goes to Jalen Wells. He launches for three. Doesn't even ripple the netting. And Memphis is on top by one at 3-2. Born in Sacramento, played high school ball at
10 of 20 for Jalen Wells. He's found his rhythm, and his scoring numbers are ticking up after each and every game.
And he's putting in the work, too. Night in, night out, he's putting in the work. Practices, games, before games, and afterwards.
Grizzlies lead 3-2. Keegan Murray to the right side for Zach LaVine. A step-back right wing three. Got it. Zach LaVine has hurt the Grizzlies throughout his entire career. Buries that three, and the Kings lead 5-3. Coward on the right wing, gives to the right block for Jaren Jackson. Double team with LaVine. Nobody warned Jackson. Jackson stayed strong. Gets it out Coward. Coward to Williams. Onto the block right for Zach Edey. Spins into the paint. Comes up and under the basket. A little running flip shot is good. But is it me or did he get away with a travel there?
Yeah, he got away with a travel. But what an agile move for Zach Edey right there to go under the basket. Yes, he had a little Alcindor with his footwork there.
Little wheeling flip shot right there. And the Grizzlies even up the score. Here's Keegan Murray on a catch at the right elbow on a feed from Russell Westbrook. That is good. And it's 7-5 Sacramento on top. Here's Jackson in the lane, running lefty floater over Murray, using his size and the soft touch with the ball dancing around on the iron, falls into the bucket.
Well, as you said, Eric, with his strength and his combination of strength and touch, all Jackson has to do is get the ball up there, and it's going to fall through.
Both teams with three players to score so far. They're starting five. Keegan Murray tees up an open right wing three that's no good. And three Grizzlies going for the rebound, and the biggest one of all comes away with it, Zach Edey. Vince Williams will stop trying to take rebounds away from Edey eventually, I think. Jaren Jackson, he's not trying. He's just trying to play the game. Spins to the right side of the window, misses the floater, but it's tapped up and in by Zach Edey. Jaren drew the double team, and it left Zach free to be on the offensive glass, and he makes the Kings pay. Grizzlies lead 9-7, first lead of the ball game. Here's Eubanks. That's not true. They went up 3-2 on the Wells three. My fault. Westbrook drives right side, goes at Edey. Edey pins the finger roll onto the glass and grabs the rebound. Big-time defensive play. Here come the Grizz in transition. Coward, one more left corner for Wells. Open three, ring it up. Put three on the board, and the Grizzlies lead it 12-7.
I love to see Jalen Wells' confidence right now, man. It's finally coming back to him. That shot that he never lost confidence in is showing up big time so far in this game.
Well, he's 12 for his last 22 as DeRozan, left elbow extended, loves that mid-range jumper and knocks it down. 12-9, Grizzlies by 3. As here comes Coward into the front court, looking for Jackson again on the right block. They want to go at him. Double team comes. He lobs it underneath for Edey. Edey too big, too strong, but can't get the turnaround right-handed hook to go over DeMar DeRozan. DeRozan did as good a job as he could as Westbrook the other way feeds for Eubanks, who throws it away going to the basket. Everything about that was ugly. Let's just not do that again.
Yeah, if you're the Kings, you definitely want to avoid that. With Zach Edey, though, he had another split second if he wanted to take his time and get his feet under him when he shot that hook. He doesn't have to rush it with DeMar DeRozan.
No. DeRozan, though, played him a little physical. And now here's Williams losing the handle, getting it back, and wide open, passes on the three. Kicks it out to Coward. Coward to Wells. Wells pump fakes, drives it to DeRozan. Gets the step, pump fakes, and gets Eubanks in the air, and then I think they're going to call that a pass, and they should. He was up in the air. Wells is walking to the free throw line, and they're going to give him the two free throws. No. Jason Moore saying, yeah, that's the right call. That's absolutely the right call.
He tried to sell it, though, but he was just too far into the basket for him to make a realistic look at the rim.
So what Scott Foster is talking to JT Orr about now, Finesi Ransom, the other official, comes and joins the crew. Foster, of course, the crew chief. And he gets the opinion of the officials. Jalen was underneath the basket.
Too far.
Was looking in the corner. So I think left his feet and was looking for the pass, and the bump came. Wells on the left side again, drives at DeRozan, little pull-up 12-footer, off the back iron twice, followed up and in by Cedric Coward. It hit the rim a second time, which left Keegan Murray out to dry because he jumped early. That gave Coward a direct line to the hoop, and he taps it home. Levine into the paint, got away with a little extra step. Misses the wild runner, rebounded by Zach Edey. Long lead-out pass is going to be intercepted. Two guys were running, and it was right in between them and went right to Russell Westbrook. Here's Levine back the other way, spins it off the window, and in. Look at the English on that one.
Yes, it reversed back in. It was going out.
14-11, so the Grizzlies turn it over and give up a bucket. Here's Jackson going up soft with a right-hand floater. Didn't realize there's a defender behind him who easily blocks that shot. And it leads to a breakout for Zach Levine, who's got 2 straight buckets. Grizzlies lead by 1. Here's Coward back the other way, goes to the window, powers it up and in over Drew Eubanks. Cedric Coward pushing the tempo right back at the Kings.
No one stopped Cedric Coward. No one got in front of him, so he took it all the way to the rim. He looked up at the free throw line and said, nope, I got 2 more steps to take.
Here's Murray driving at Edey, tries to dunk, and I'm going to be honest, Michael, in 25 years, I don't think I've ever seen that. He wedged the ball between the rim and window on a dunk attempt. I've seen it on a shot.
Did Edey block it into the wedge, though? I think Edey rejected it into a wedge.
I don't know. He does not have
a block
credited so far by the hometown scorers. We will get a jump ball at center circle.
He should have at least 1 block because he blocked the shot a couple possessions ago.
That should have been a foul. I'm Doug Christie. I see that replay. I'm challenging this call, but I don't know that there wasn't a call made, so you can't challenge it. But Edey definitely... Edey's got credit for a block.
Yeah. But not that one, though.
No, not that one.
Okay.
Yeah, he blocked one earlier. He blocked Westbrook. Pounded it off the glass and grabbed the rebound.
Yes, he did.
One of his 5 first-quarter rebounds already. The NBA took 2 rebounds away from him the other night.
They did.
We had 21, which matched his career high, and then he went to 19 and gave him to Jaren Jackson.
I'd complain other than the fact that they went to Jackson. Jaren needs more rebounds, so, hey, it all worked out.
3 players in on subs. Here's Caldwell Pope finding an open. Jalen Wells underneath who jams with 2 hands. Caldwell Pope, Aldama, and Spencer check in. They join Wells and Edey. 6:55 remaining. Grizzlies lead by 5, 18-13. Here's Westbrook trying to feed it underneath. Caldwell Pope gets a hand on it. Ball batted around, comes back to Westbrook. He feeds underneath for Eubanks. Edey had gone to try to track down the loose ball, and it left Eubanks open, who dunks with the right hand.
That's why Russell Westbrook is a future Hall of Famer. He saw that play developing with Eubanks under the basket even before he grabbed the ball right there.
Well, that, and there's 26,400 plus other reasons of the points he scored, and he's in the top 10 in assists all time as well. Yeah, he's definitely a future Hall of Famer. They got a couple of them on this roster. Feed out to the top from Aldama to Kenny Caldwell Pope. He buries the 3, ring it up, put 3 on the board, and the Grizzlies using their depth right now, 21-15, as the Grizz continue to kind of extend the lead gradually. A 6-point advantage right here. Levine pump fakes at Wells. Levine works it in on Wells to the left wing. Westbrook, he'll tee up a 3. You're not really worried about that. Rebound tap to the side, grabbed by Wells, and here come the Grizz down the other way. Edey running the floor. Wells on the left wing, peels to the top, gives back to the left wing for Spencer. Lobs underneath for Edey. Working on Eubanks in the lane. Turnaround right-handed hook for Edey is good. Remember, they had a little dust-up last year with Eubanks and Edey at some point. And the Grizzlies right now pushing the lead out to 8, 23-15. Good start for the Grizz here on this Sunday evening in Sacramento. With 5:49 remaining in the first, a 9-2 Grizzly run has them on top, 23-15 on the Memphis Grizzlies. And Maxime Reynaud will check in. Reynaud out of Stanford, hands for Levine, pump fakes to the left elbow. He's the lone King starter, and they're working on the lone Grizz starter, Wells. And Levine hits a tough fadeaway left elbow jumper. Levine hurt the Grizzlies in Memphis. He's got 9 of the Kings' 17 points in the early going here.
Yeah,
what is it about the Grizzlies with him?
He's one of the toughest
Why does he hate us?
shot makers we got in this league, man.
Why does he hate us? Straight away, Cam Spencer gets a look behind a screen at a 3. Ring it up. Put 3 on the board. Cam Spencer continues to shoot with confidence and knock him down. Spencer playing terrific basketball for the Grizzlies, getting his opportunity, making the most of it. Here's Levine working on Wells again. Out to Achua on the left wing. Achua drives at Aldama, hangs with a left-hand bank shot, and scores.
Good power move right there.
19, Grizzlies by 7. Achua with a nice strong move there. He was kind of non-existent in the first matchup. Aldama drives right block, misses the bank shot. Offensive rebound to Landale. They kick it up top to Spencer. Work it to the left wing for Wells to the left baseline, and he gets bumped and fouled by Malik Monk.
Yeah, it looked like Santi had
he had a great bank shot.
Yeah, he
shot it
overshot it. Yeah, and Landale was on the rim. I thought it was goaltending, but they didn't call it down there. So
apparently the Kings stat crew does not want to put our guys in the game.
Oh, we still got our starters in?
No, they got 2 in gray, and it says Aldama DNP. He just took a shot. Pump fakes now, goes to the foul line, tries to jump it into Landale. He should have just shot the 15-footer. He throws it right to Levine. Levine ahead to Malik Monk. Monk drops it off right corner for Achua. Doesn't take the 3, drives into the body of Spencer. A little hanging flip shot with the left hand, and that's too tough for Cam Spencer to guard one-on-one right there with Achua coming in at about 6'8". Spencer at 6'4".
And he comes back and buries the three-pointer right there.
Spencer comes right back, buries the 3, ring it up, put 3 more on the board for Spencer. He's got 6. And the Grizzlies on top, 29-21, and a timeout taken by Doug Christie, the head coach. 4:15 remaining in the first. Grizzlies up 8. 29-21 on the Memphis Grizzlies radio network. John Roser, the man holding it down in the studio, sent us this, Michael. 23 games Zach LaVine has played against the Grizzlies in his career, scoring 22.7 points a game, 53.3% from the field, and 47% from 3.
I would have guessed it was closer to 30 points a game, but that's...
You got to factor in some of those years early in Minnesota where he didn't see as much time.
That's true.
But, man, he's been tough. Maxime Reynaud kicks to the left. I know, it's just 6 threes a game?
Yeah, attempt.
Oh, my gosh. Monk hits a right elbow fadeaway. My goodness. That's insane. Jaren Jackson Jr. back in. Gives to the top for Cam Spencer. Spencer with a couple of threes in the early going. Comes inside the three-point line. Nice bounce pass underneath Landale. He went up and under, and Reynaud comes down from the top and blocks a shot. Landale was going at the smaller Keon Ellis as Achua comes back the other way, misses a left-hand finger roll over Jackson. It's rebounded by Landale, and he outlets it to Spencer. Spencer for the trailer Jackson. Drives it in at Reynaud. Puts it between his legs. Kicks it back out to Spencer. Spencer on the bounce. Kicks it back up top Landale. Wide open straightaway three for the big man is off to the right and out of bounds. Grizzlies got good looks.
Yeah, they did.
Jackson with some nifty dribbling, bringing it toward around the back and then back through his legs. Kicked it out. They found the open shooter in Landale, but he couldn't connect. Grizzlies lead by 6, 29-23. Monk on the right wing to the top of the key, Reynaud. He'll feed left corner for Achua. He'll tee up a three, and Precious Achua is true with that one. Achua, who doesn't shoot a lot of threes. He's 3 for 14 now after making that one, and now the Grizzlies throw it up ahead, and the Kings are claiming they didn't touch it, that it was off the Grizzlies.
Yeah, you see this Kings second unit right here giving them some energy. The Grizzlies have to match that again.
And they do check it back over, and the Grizzlies turn it over. Yep, and they've cut the lead to 3. Keon Ellis, Malik Monk, Neek Clifford out of Colorado State, Precious Achua, and Maxime Reynaud. The 5 for Doug Christie. It's Caldwell Pope, Spencer, Aldama, Landale, and Jaren Jackson for the Grizz. Monk inside the foul line, right side of the lane, has a shot blocked from behind as he went up with a finger roll, and Landale got him. Caldwell Pope in the front court for the trailer Jackson. Back to Caldwell Pope. Puts it on the floor twice. The veteran bounces underneath. There's Spencer on a nice cut. His fadeaway, though, is off the mark. Cam went away from the basket, and they say that Achua touched it last. 2:42 remaining. The Grizzlies will maintain the possession.
Yeah, Cam hesitated on that. He wanted to try to lob it up to Santi on the other side of the block, and he, at the last minute, looked at the rim and tried to shoot it. Never had his touch.
Inbounds comes into Aldama. Great feed, and Aldama floats it up and in. That is your Crazy Coop hungry feed of the game. When your crew gets hungry and your team's ready to eat, take them to the Crazy Coop for delicious chicken, burgers, and catfish. You'd be crazy not to visit the Coop. Great assist right there, and now we're going to get a whistle and an offensive foul called on Maxime Reynaud. I thought they were calling it on Monk after the pass, taking the defender out.
Yeah.
But they call it on Reynaud, the big man, and the Grizzlies get it back up by 5, 31-26 with 2:28 remaining in the first.
Oh, Reynaud caught him with his leg, lower leg.
Yep. Spencer to the right side around a Landale screen, bounces for Jock, and then Jock's going to get the offensive foul for throwing the hip out
now
at Keon Ellis.
At some point, Eric, you know you can make that call every single pick and roll. You know, I mean, most of the times, I mean, there's guys extending their arms, legs, hips. You know, guys embellishing the calls. You know, go ahead.
Do you want to tell Scott Foster that? He might just call it.
Yeah, nah, we don't need that.
Precious Achua. No, Scott's a good guy. I like Scott a lot. Misses a running finger roll. It hit nothing but the glass, but the Kings grab the offensive rebound. Ellis into the paint. Little high arcing floater is no good. He gets fouled. He'll get free throws. So the Kings keeping it alive with an offensive board, then attack the middle. It's the third offensive rebound tonight for the second offensive rebound tonight for the Kings.
And you could tell Doug Christie, they basically flipped the switch. As soon as Zach Edey left the floor, they started going into the paint.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's amazing how Zach's on-off numbers are so drastic, but teams have noticed that. He's the most impactful big man we got in the league right now based on the on-off percentages.
He's a +8 when he was in there. All 5 starters for the Kings are a -8. The bench is producing as Keon Ellis misses the first. Ellis out of Alabama. Sure, he's happy about the Crimson Tide and their Iron Bowl win. Was undrafted, signed with the Kings in 2022, now in his 4th NBA season. 64.3% from the line this year, 9 for 14. It's kind of seen his role diminish a little bit with the arrival of Russell Westbrook.
Yeah, that was going to happen. If they were going to take Russell Westbrook's signing seriously, you can't just bring him in and not play him. So,
right.
Yeah.
He's still producing. He had a triple-double in their last game in Utah, which was a loss, but still getting triple-doubles at this stage in his career. Ellis misses them both, and Vince Williams back in the ballgame has it in between the circles. Feeds right side for Cedric Coward, who also checked back in. Coward around a Jaren Jackson Jr. screen, gives it back to Jaren on the right side. Backing down on Achua, and what do we have? A defensive 3-second violation on Neek Clifford. Have you noticed we're not getting many of those called this year?
No, we're not. We're not.
Am I crazy in that, or don't answer that.
Yeah.
Am I inaccurate in my assessment of that? I don't need you to answer.
You're absolutely crazy.
You say there,
but you're also not wrong. Okay. You're not wrong.
Hey, just utter the words. You're right.
Eric, what's going on with the free throw situation?
I don't know. They just missed. Cedric Coward was one, and that's not normal for Ced this year. Ced X delivers. What? You don't like that one? I saw that too.
It
was cool.
Yeah.
So Coward missed the technical foul shot, but then comes in the lane, turns it over. He got bumped, no foul. Monk drives, jams with the right hand. Malik Monk in transition thunders a right-hand dunk home, and the lead cut to 3, 31-28. So the Grizzlies miss a free throw. Coward was 86.4% before that miss, and then he turned it over. So not a great set there for Cedric Coward. He's got 4 points in the first. Minute 15 remain in the first. Grizzlies by 3. Jackson working on Achua to the right side of the paint. Little running right-hand bank shot is too short. It comes off into the hands of Neek Clifford. Clifford goes length of the floor, puts it up in the lane, over 2 defenders and in. Neek Clifford attacked down when there really were no numbers, and he went right at Aldama and Coward and was able to float it up and in with a nice little Euro step move. 9-2 Kings run, has the 8-point lead down to 1. Here's Williams to the top. Coward catch and shoot straight away 3, too strong. 45 seconds remain, and the Kings can take the lead right here back. Now a lob underneath for Maxime Reynaud. He gets it off the box and into the bucket, and the Kings lead 32-31. 11-2 close to this first quarter so far.
Yeah,
Reynaud may have gotten away with a little push off there, but not enough to make the referee blow the whistle. Williams, a straightaway 3 for a 2-for-1 is no good, and Maxime Reynaud grabs the rebound. Grizzlies have gone ice cold and have not taken good care of the basketball in this last couple of minutes of the first quarter here, Michael. They're trailing 32-31.
Yeah, they had a nice comfortable lead. Well, it wasn't comfortable, but they had a nice cushion early, and that's evaporated now. Monk
with 5 on the shot clock, about a 3-second differential. Monk kicks it out to the right side. Neek Clifford with 1 on the shot clock, straightaway 3, got it. And he leaves the Grizzlies 3.4 seconds to try to get a shot away. Williams into the front court, will run it up at the horn. It's blocked from behind by Monk. Vince should have probably pulled up from 3, and the Kings close it out strong. They were down 29-21. They close on a 14-2 run. 9 straight included in that run. They lead 35-31 after 1 on the Memphis Grizzlies radio network.
till the stars fade away and your scars don't say my name, stay with me till the stars fade away and your scars don't hurt. Your scars don't hurt.
Vince Williams. Kings with the final 9 points of the quarter as Monk has to inbound all the way to midcourt for Maxime Reynaud, who gives it back to Neek Clifford. First possession of the second quarter. Kings going right to left. Clifford inside the foul line. Jumps it to Reynaud. Turnaround right-handed hook is short. Rebounded by Jaren Jackson Jr. Got a good look at it. It was a nice feed by Clifford, who's fellow rookie. Here's Williams around a screen from Edey towards the right baseline. Through the paint he comes. Over to the left side of the floor. Cross-court feed to the sideline right for Jaren Jackson. Tees up a three. He went down. It's no good. Offensive rebound to Edey. Edey missed a point-blank look on the putback. He shot it way too hard. Now a feed up ahead for Precious Achiuwa, and Achiuwa lays it up and in.
Edey got pushed. That's why Edey keeps looking back. He got pushed underneath the basket, and that threw him off.
Now they're going to see if it's a take foul, yeah. Vince Williams gets called for a take foul.
Run on the floor is a transition take foul. We're checking to see if it meets the criteria for a clear path. Charge number 5, Vince Williams Jr.
Can you have both a clear path and a take foul? Like, you'd still just get the clear path, right?
Which is the
more beneficial of the two to the offensive team. It's 2 free throws in the ball.
With the clear path, yes. But, I mean, it was a layup, right? I mean, it was... I'm sure Sacramento would have just taken the layup right there and kept playing.
No, because they get the ball back. They get 2 free throws and the ball.
At review, the transition take foul will stand. There is no clear path on the foul. No clear path foul on the play. The offensive player still had the ball in his hand with defenders in front.
So Scott Foster explains that it was no clear path foul. It is a transition take foul, so no layup, but Malik Monk will get a free throw.
Right,
and then possession.
Yeah. So they had 2 on the board. Now they take the 2 off the board. Let's see if they got the free throw.
Yep.
Yeah, you just see this unit, man. This Sacramento second unit is just playing a little bit faster. They're pressuring a little bit more. The Grizzlies just have to get to that next gear. Isolo talked about them always having, especially on this road trip.
Yep, you got to weather some storms as Neek Clifford into the lane, and Cedric Coward pokes it right out of his hands, off his knee, and out of bounds.
So what did I say, Eric? They should have just taken, they would have rather just taken the 2.
Right. Yeah, I'm with you. But I was saying if it was a clear path foul, you want the 2 free throws on the ball. Yeah.
Right.
So Malik Monk gets the 1 and not the 2 for the layup, but Grizzlies trail now by 5, and now nearly another steal. Coward trying to get it to Vince Williams, had it deflected by Keon Ellis. Coward has it back, down to 3 on the shot clock. Got to make a move at Clifford. Shoulders in, hangs, floats it, and they call an offensive foul. Yeah, I was waiting. I couldn't tell if I heard the whistle or not. Clearly, Coward lowered his shoulder. And right now, Michael, the offense is just sputtering. There's not a lot of movement, player or ball.
No, you're right about that. And Neek Clifford did a great job on the fellow first-round pick right there, Cedric Coward. Those guys are tight, good friends coming in the draft, spent some time together on draft night. Clifford got the best of them on that transaction.
Into the lane. A little missed runner for the Kings. Rebounded by the Grizzlies as Coward has it on the right corner. Feeds into the paint for Edey, and Maxime Reynaud is going to pick up the foul. It was a 3 by Monk. It wasn't a runner. I apologize for that. And Monk missed the triple. Conchar got the rebound. Now Maxime Reynaud gets called for a foul. And, Michael, the pace of this game just turned into mud.
At least for the Grizzlies, yes, offensively. But you got your double bigs down there. The Grizzlies have to get back to running sets where you're benefiting from Zach Edey's gravitational pull, opening up space for other guys. Let's get something in the paint at the rim.
36-31 Kings. Coward pump fakes. Kings in like a 3-2 shell zone defense. It looked like a 1-2-2 for a moment. Then they went 3-2. Jackson lobbed underneath. There's Edey. Too big for Neek Clifford. And Jackson recognizes the mismatch, throws it in, and Edey gets the easy deuce.
That's what it is right there. It was a side high-low almost from that standpoint.
Yep, absolutely. Here's Monk around the corner to the right elbow. Running right-hand floater, no good. Edey clears the miss, and here come the Grizz. Good defense by the Grizzlies. Here's Vince Williams across the timeline. Williams, hesitation move to the right elbow. Lobs to the rim for Edey, who flushes it home with 2 hands. Doug Christie will take a timeout. Zach Edey with back-to-back baskets makes it a 1-point game. Kings on top 36-35. That is your Malco action-packed play of the game, whether it's comedy, action, drama, or a family movie with the kids.
Rotolo's East Memphis.
East Memphis, okay.
That's the one over...
Like White Station Standard.
Yeah, White Station,
Yep. The one out in Collierville is
Gabe
fantastic,
Kuhn and
too.
Connor Dunning will be there from our flagship 92.9.
All right.
They're fun guys to hang out with. I'm stuck with you that night, so...
Are you sure? What game is that?
San Antonio.
Oh.
We going home tonight? You leaving while we keep going? Would be a very Michael Wallace move. Drew Eubanks hands for DeMar DeRozan. Comes inside the foul line, hangs, floats, and doesn't get it to go, but Vince Williams gets called for the foul. DeRozan's been doing that for years, getting himself to the free throw line. Well, why not? When you're 90.3%, 93 makes it 103 tries, you're going there. You missed the last San Antonio game. You know that, right?
I did. Yeah, I did. Mm-hmm. I certainly did.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So you're going to miss this one, too? Is that what you're telling me?
No. I got to get home, man. I got to get home on the plane, is what I'm saying. On the plane that I don't have to pay for, so I'm good with that. As DeRozan makes the first there.
Wait, you don't have to pay?
Nah.
I got to get a new agent.
Nah.
I don't have an agent, period, apparently. I keep seeing plane deductions on my check. Is that you, or is that somebody else? I'm kidding. Both free throws for DeRozan are good. 38-35, Kings by 3. Conchar from the right wing in between the circles for Williams. Williams around an Edey screen to the higher left post, to the corner left for Jackson, back to Williams. They work it to the right wing. Coward drives the baseline on Keegan Murray. Murray walls him off. Coward kicks it out. Jackson straightaway 3, off the mark. Rebound back tap by Edey, grab by Monk. Monk gets by Williams. Monk drives at Jackson, hangs, scoops, doesn't score. But a foul is going to be called. And again, the Grizzlies allowing the Kings to get out and run.
And they're getting
fast break points, 8 for Sacramento. This would add to them because it was off of a miss and it went into the front court. So it's an 8-3 edge. Didn't you talk about in our courtside road report that the transition game was going to be key tonight?
I did. But hold up. I thought it was DeRozan that.
No, it was Monk.
It was Monk. Okay.
I get it. Like one wears 10 and the other wears 0, so you were confused.
No. But you know what DeRozan also did? He put his braids back in the ponytail too.
Oh.
He changed his hairstyle from the first quarter to second quarter.
I'm impressed that you recognize that.
Oh yeah, man. I'm an analyst for a reason, man. I analyze what I see.
Okay. 39-35. Jackson across the floor to an open Conchar in the left corner. His 3 is going to be off the mark, and a rebound grab by Precious Achiuwa. Grizzlies do get back here, but the Grizzlies are struggling to make shots right now, Michael. And 7 first-half turnovers have not helped either. DeRozan spins towards the baseline on Coward. Coward walls him off. DeRozan out to Keegan Murray. Tees up a 3 that's too strong. Good defense that possession by the Grizzlies, and Coward clears the miss, brings it into the front court. Cut off by Monk, comes around an Edey screen, gets into the paint, hangs, scoops, and scores. Oh, what a move by Cedric Coward right at the rim. That was a gorgeous play right there. Your shining moment brought to you by Glow Medical Aesthetics. Tell you about it here momentarily. Cedric Coward with a nice-looking hoop right there to cut the lead in half. DeRozan, left corner, picked up by Williams, inside the three-point line. Puts the ball on the floor with his right hand twice, spins to the baseline, fadeaway. 15-footer is good over Williams.
And we've been seeing DeMar DeRozan make that turnaround baseline jump shot for years, 17 years.
Coward walks into a left wing 3 that's in and out. He hits the deck. And the rebound cleared by the Kings, who lead 41-37 with 8:10 remaining here in the first half. DeRozan, left wing, working it in on Williams. Inside the foul line, spins, hangs, floats, too strong. Rebounded by Zach Edey. Edey out to Vince Williams. Williams pushing the numbers, 3-on-3 situation. Williams has an open right wing 3 in transition, and it's short. It's a good ball fake to get free, but he left the shot short. And the Kings come back with the miss. 7:45 remain in the half. Monk bounces a gorgeous pass to Achiuwa, who got walled off by Jackson. Now Conchar out of the pack will drive to the rim, lay it up. It's blocked from behind by Murray, and it is a goaltend. That previous shining moment brought to you by Glow Medical Aesthetics. Treat your body the right way with a visit to Glow Medical Aesthetics. From skin and face care, body treatments, and overall wellness treatments, Glow gets you feeling and looking your best. Call Glow for a complimentary consultation or visit glowmedmemphis.com for more information.
I don't know why they're booing. It was clearly inside the cylinder by the time he touched it.
In the cylinder right there, yeah.
Yeah, it's inside the cylinder. Great effort, though, by Murray to get back into
Well, because in Sacramento, if you play on your Nerf hoop, you can block those. So they're experts.
Or if you play international hoops.
You can block those in international. You are correct. Right elbow. DeRozan Working on Conchar. It's a 2-point Kings lead. DeRozan to the left wing for Keegan Murray. He gets bumped by Coward. No whistle. It does get a whistle.
It was a whistle.
And foul before the shot on Cedric Coward. We're going to get subs into the game. 4 coming in for the Grizz. Caldwell Pope, Aldama, Spencer, and Landale join Conchar. Edey, Jackson, Coward, Williams sit down. Westbrook back in the ballgame for Monk for Sacramento. Drew Eubanks back in for Achua. So it's Westbrook, DeRozan, Levine, who also checked in, Eubanks, and Keegan Murray, the starting 5 for Doug Christie's Sacramento Kings. 41-39, Kings by 2. Inbounds comes to DeRozan, makes the move at Conchar. Layup with a finger roll came up short. I don't know if Conchar got a piece of it. DeRozan thought he got fouled. Here's Westbrook working on Spencer. A turnaround bank shot, no good. Landale walls off Eubanks and taps the rebound over to Aldama. Good box out by Jock there. Here's Aldama in the front court. Hands for Spencer. Grizzlies trail by 2. 7:01 remaining. They led by as many as 8 in the first quarter. Spencer run off the three-point line. Little pump fake. Gets by Murray. Gets into traffic, and we get a whistle and a foul. DeRozan puts his hand up right away. Says, I got him. Now, you don't see that every day in the NBA. Guys admitting that they actually did commit a foul. That's kind of rare.
And then helping the defender up. Helping the opposing player up, man. DeRozan is just a
Did he
good
help
guy.
him up? I thought he just helped out his teammate, which I didn't have a problem with that either. If he just helped out his teammate. Would you help out an opposing player off the floor?
I've been known to.
Cam Spencer, a little running right-hand bank shot down the right side of the paint is good.
Not after they score on me, though.
So I take it personally that you knocked me to the ground and never helped me out.
I didn't notice you.
No, I could say that. You were too tall. You just didn't see me. 41 apiece. After the Spencer bucket, left wing Murray. He drives in the lane, poked away from behind by Aldama, and it goes off of the foot of Jock Landale as Murray went up. Good hands by Aldama to poke the ball away from Keegan Murray. Trying to go off the bounce at the Grizzly defense. Inbounds comes right to Levine, who goes right to work on Caldwell Pope, and a quick turnaround right-hand bank shot is good.
3 possessions since Jaren and Zach went out the game. 3 straight times the Kings went into the paint.
Levine now with 11. Here's Spencer out to the top for Conchar. Grizzlies down 2. Conchar, a little running bank shot way high off the glass. We're going to get a loose ball foul on Drew Eubanks. Boy, Conchar just about hit the top of the backboard with that high arcing shot. I thought that was going to be way off the mark. It almost went in, though. Wells will check in for Conchar, and we're going to get the foul on the Kings is their 3rd team foul, and it goes, I believe, on Eubanks. Yep. So Eubanks will pick up his 2nd. And 3 team fouls now on the Kings. 6:07 remain in the first half. Kings lead 43-41. Landale gets it from Caldwell Pope. Hands behind him to Spencer. Spencer into a 16-footer from the right elbow. That's good.
There you go. There you go. Cam has to be willing to take that pull-up inside the three-point arc sometimes, too. I know he wants to maximize the shot and take a 3, but you got to take the mid-range shot.
Westbrook lobs into the lane for for Eubanks. Landale read it beautifully. Ball batted around, goes out of bounds. But I don't know why there's 20. They're going to reset the shot clock. I don't think the Grizzlies ever had possession of that. Do you, Michael?
No, it was a scramble ball. I don't think they had possession.
No, that's what Scott Foster, JT Orr, and Finesi Ransom are talking about. They should not have reset the clock.
Yeah, they put it on 24 seconds now.
Well, that means that they gave someone credit for a steal, but it's not on the sheet. They said the Grizzlies had possession. I don't agree with that one. I didn't think the Grizzlies actually had it. Here's Levine into the body of Landale. Gets into the lane. Running right-hand finger roll is good. That's tough break. Looked like the Grizzlies had a stop. And the Kings keep it alive and then get the extra look. Levine with his 6th field goal of the first half for 13 points. Aldama to the left side for Spencer. He'll try a 3 for the lead. Ring it up. Put 3 on the board. A step back. Left sideline 3. And Cam Spencer is cooking early, Michael. He's got 13 in the first half.
I told you before the game, man, every time it leaves his hand, you think it's going in just because that's the kind of heater he's been on these last few games. Such a pure shooter.
In the lane, Maxime Reynaud, a little floater off a feed from Westbrook is no good. It goes back to Reynaud, and he banks it up and in. Westbrook keeping that alive after Landale was there. He poked it free, went right back to Reynaud. And Reynaud gets the bucket. Grizzlies trail by 1. Here's Caldwell Pope from the left wing to the left baseline. Hangs for a 14-footer. Tough shot for Kenny Caldwell Pope. That's good. He's got 5 off the bench. Grizzlies regain the lead, 48-47. Lob over the top for Murray, deflected by Aldama, picked up by Landale. Good read by Aldama, and the Grizzlies get the steal. Here's Wells. They credit Aldama for the steals. Wells gives for Spencer. Cross court for Aldama. Left alone, he'll launch a three, and he's fouled by Russell Westbrook as Aldama hits the deck. Westbrook is not happy with the call and pleading his case to JT Orr.
Oh, yeah, he bumped into him. Lower body. Their knees collided as Santi Aldama was coming down. There wasn't anything reckless, but there was contact there on the lower body.
Not reckless, so it wouldn't be a flagrant. Doesn't meet the criteria. But Aldama will go to the line. Santi this year has scored in double figures in 17 of the 20 Grizzlies contests and has been in double figures every game in the month of November. He has his third point with that free throw, 65.2%. From the line, 30 makes in 46 tries. He'll have 3 of them here. See if he can get halfway home to double figures.
Yeah, Eric, I didn't as he made the second free throw. I purposely prevented myself from telling him. I wanted to tell him so bad, man, you scored in double figures every single game. You got one more to do this month.
So you let me.
So I said, you know what?
I'm not like the bad guy now.
I'm not going to jinx you right to your face, man. So after the game, I'll tell him.
That I jinxed him if he doesn't get there? I have no doubt that.
He's going to get there. He's going to get there.
Yeah, and I think he's going to get there too. He's got half of them now. He's got 5. He makes all 3 free throws, and just like that, the Grizzlies back up by 4. Michael, 51-47. Levine in between the circles, comes towards the midcourt line. Spencer with good defense, pushing him back towards the right corner of the midcourt line. Levine drives, kicks to the left wing for Monk. His 3 on the line drive, no good. Rebounded by Landale. Here come the Grizz. Monk on the push. Caldwell Pope on the push after the Monk miss. Caldwell Pope steps back, lobs in the lane for Landale. Landale getting held by DeRozan. There wasn't much he could do. The Kings will pick up their 5th team foul, and Jock Landale will go to the free throw line. Before he takes those shots, let's take a 10-second pause for station identification on the Memphis Grizzlies Radio Network.
This is WMFS-FM and HD1 WM.
Mentons. DeRozan into the lane. Nice little up and under move. Landale lays it up and in. So the lead cut to 3, 52-49. Grizzlies on top with the basketball. 3:37 remain as the lob over the top for Caldwell Pope to Landale, and he threw it a little too far. Just a shade out of Landale's reach and a turnover for the Grizzlies. 8 first-half turnovers now for the Grizz. Jalen Wells back in the game, picking up Zach LaVine. LaVine's got a game-high 13, tied with Cam Spencer. LaVine gives for DeMar DeRozan, working on Caldwell Pope. Pulls up from 15, it's short. Rebounded by Aldama, and there wasn't a white jersey down there. 3:17 remain in the half. Aldama to the baseline right, hands it off for Caldwell Pope, and he runs into DeRozan on the handoff. And Aldama is saying he got pushed into DeRozan by the defender. The Grizzlies are looking at this on the sideline. I don't think they're going to challenge it. They're watching that play now. Yeah, it really wasn't a lot of contact.
It wasn't a lot. And
DeRozan felt it, and then he sold it. Yeah, he did sell it. That was a good acting job.
Absolutely.
Can't blame him, though. You get a turnover out of it. Keegan Murray driving it at Landale. Running left-hand bank shot attempt is no good. But a foul called on the big man out of Australia. Jock Landale will pick up the personal, his second. And Keegan Murray will go to the free throw line.
Let's see if the Grizzlies, as they get some of their starters back on the floor right here, 4 of their starters to join Jalen Wells, see if they can finish out these last 3 minutes of this half a lot more efficiently than they did the first quarter.
Murray made his return in the game in Memphis. He was 12 of 13 from the line. He misses that one. So Keegan Murray coming in after that game has been terrific in the 4 starts for the Kings. But he's been quiet so far tonight, just 2 points. He misses the first free throw and makes the second. So the lead is 2. And wholesale substitutions As you mentioned, only one player staying on the floor. That's Wells, with the remaining 4 of the starting 5 joining him. Williams, Jackson, Edey, and Coward. Into the lane for Edey. Edey spins to the bucket on Reynaud and lays it up and in with the left hand. Boy, good move by Zach Edey on the early entry feed.
Great pass from Jaren, too, to get him on his left side.
12 points, 9 rebounds first half for Edey. Monk back the other way. A right elbow extended 15-footer is good. And Monk with 8 points off the bench. Kings bench has been productive with 21 points. Now we're going to get a whistle and a foul, and that'll put Jaren Jackson Jr. on the free throw line. And if I'm Doug Christie, I got Jaren Jackson Jr. going 1 for 6 in the first half. I don't want to foul him and let him get a good feeling on that free throw line. I'm a little upset about that one, that far away from the bucket. It'll bring a timeout in the action. Jaren Jackson has free throws when we come back. The Grizzlies.
Some pizza so we can have it in San Antonio.
First free throw for Jackson is good. Why would you FedEx pizza?
Yeah, you can do that. You can freeze it, dry ice it, and send it to us, man.
Dude, I don't want frozen pizza. I'll just eat Rotolo's fresh when we go home Wednesday.
And where are you going to heat it up there?
Brevin Knight always gets a microwave in his room. I guess it's a former player contract thing. I don't know. Jackson missed the second after making the first, gets his own rebound, and then misses the putback. And the Kings clear the miss. That was a wild sequence. Now in transition, Malik Monk almost gives it back. Tried to go around his back with a dribble, hit his heel, and somehow maintains the possession. 2:12 remaining here in the half. Grizzlies by 3, 55-52. Monk bounces for Murray at the foul line. Fadeaway left elbow, 16-footer, no good. Good defense by the Grizzlies that time, and the rebound cleared by Vince Williams. Williams on the left wing towards the top, kicks to the right wing for Jaren Jackson. He'll give it for Cedric Coward. Coward around the Jackson screen, back to Wells. Wide open three behind a screen, ring it up. Put three on the board. Jalen Wells is 3 for 3 from long range, Michael.
And great job by Jaren Jackson Jr. eating up 2 defenders right there to make sure that Wells had a wide open look at that three-pointer.
Man, Wells is cooking. He's 3 for 3 again tonight. 58-52 doubles up the lead. Edey into the lane, blocking the layup attempt of Zach LaVine as LaVine came down the right side of the paint, and Zach recovered, gets the block. But the rebound grabbed by the Kings, and Precious Achiuwa floats it up and in with the right hand.
Hey, that was too easy, man. He just got the ball and walked it right to the front of the rim.
The Grizzlies almost assumed they were going to hear a foul called, and Achiuwa just grabbed the basketball and floated it up and in. Vince Williams, a running left-hand floater, is no good. Edey mistimed his jump, went a little too early, and the ball falls into the hands of Maxime Reynaud. And the Kings come back the other way down 4. Monk, straight away, 16-footer, no good. Rebounded by Cedric Coward. We're going to get a loose ball foul on Zach Edey.
Yeah, Reynaud sold it. He fell. And they put his, Edey did have his hands on him.
Well, he's 7'4". They got to go somewhere. They sort it out.
And Maxime Reynaud is not a small guy either. He's over 7 feet, 7'1". Yep. So those are 2 big boys right there, 2 long guys.
Yep, out of Stanford.
Yeah, rookie, right? Yeah,
Reynaud, yep, drafted 42nd overall.
Yep.
7'1", 250.
Got a decent skill set too, man.
He's been playing better. He really has earned more minutes, and now pushing his averages up to 13.8 minutes, almost 6 points a game. Nice backup option. They're playing without their all-star Domantas Sabonis, and that makes a big difference.
Yes, it does.
So Reynaud making the most of that opportunity, because generally Drew Eubanks, who's now starting, would be backing up Sabonis, as Reynaud makes both, and he's got 6 in the first half. So 4 straight for the Kings has cut the lead to 2, 58-56. Here's Vince Williams. Kicks over to the left side for Wells. Deflected, stolen by the Kings. Here's LaVine. LaVine down the floor. And they call a foul on Jaren Jackson?
Wow.
I got to see the replay of this, because that did not look like...
LaVine lost the ball.
Yeah, that's like exactly what it looked like.
And maybe Jaren hit him from the back, but...
Oh, yeah.
He reached around.
Yep.
He reached around.
Yeah, but he hit him in the shoulder. I couldn't tell that, but looking at that replay, it was not a lot of contact, but you got to avoid that. So LaVine at the line, a chance to tie it up. And the first one's too strong.
Yeah. Free throws have been an issue this game for both teams, man. Neither one of them have been clean.
5 for 8 for the Grizz, 7 for 12 for the Kings. It's not good.
No.
LaVine normally 86.6% too, 58-67. He's got a team high 13. Cam Spencer a team high 13 for the Grizz. LaVine cuts it to a 1-point game, so 5 straight, and Cam Spencer back in the ball game. It's Spencer, Coward, Edey, Wells, and Jackson. Spencer, deep left wing, picked up on a switch by Achiuwa. Gives left wing for Wells. Wells draws contact, throws it up at the basket. Scott Foster says the ball is not, or the ball, he was not in the act of shooting, so the foul would have occurred on the ground. The ball is not on the ground. The foul occurred on the ground, but the Kings are in the penalties, so the Grizzlies will get 2 free throws, and it'll be Wells, who's got 11, looking to pad the Grizzly lead.
And one of the many reasons why Wells is the uptick we've seen as he's made the first free throw right here in his scoring is because he's putting the ball on the floor and making more plays to get into scoring positions. He's no longer just a catch-and-shoot 3 guy. He's a guy that actually can play the basketball game.
Maybe I'm overanalyzing it, but I feel like he's also stopped trying to make an extra hesitation move and do that long strike. He's just going in and making the play.
Yeah,
he makes both free throws here and pushes the lead to 3. So he's getting open with that first step. He doesn't need to slow down. Monk at the foul line off a pin down screen, knocks down a 15-footer, and Malik Monk gets the mid-range game going. And the Kings cut the lead to 1. Grizzlies have about a 2.5 differential shot in game clock, final seconds, first half. They lead 60-59. Kings do not have a foul to give. Spencer on the logo near midcourt. Spencer, deep left wing, down to 5 on the shot clock. Gives for Jackson. Jackson lobs for Edey. Edey in traffic. Turnaround left-handed hook is good, and he gets fouled. They'll get one more. Zach Edey goes to the window left side, banks it up and in. He'll get a free throw. He's 7 of 9 in the first half, Michael. And a game-high 14 points, looking for 15 here.
And he's got his double-double, right? No, he's
got 9 rebounds.
Yeah. But the beautiful thing about what he did there, he didn't put the ball on the floor at all. He caught it high, spun left, and kept it high right off the glass right there. Zach Edey, man, is just the way his offensive game has come back together. This is Purdue plus Zach Edey.
Yeah, he's worked really hard. He's figured out how he fits in the NBA game, and he misses the free throw, unfortunately. Reynaud, the rebound, tries to throw it down the court, and Zach blocks the shot. Now, how do you count that if you don't count it as a shot? Does Zach get credit for the block there? Because they don't count those three-point tries anymore.
Yeah.
But they did give it to Reynaud, and they gave
Deflected it to DeMar DeRozan. DeRozan comes into the front court, so each team turns it over. First chance with the basketball of the second half. DeRozan now with a turn and a 14-footer off the heel of the rim, and it's tracked down by Vince Williams Jr. Williams now working straight away for the Grizzlies. Enters again now the deep position in the paint. The turn on the hook for Edey is good. He's got 16 points. Virtually nothing you can do to stop that. And Williams had the entry pass right on target. 64-59, Grizzlies with the lead. Kings shot 50%, Memphis 51% in the first half of action. Rebound numbers favored the Grizzlies by 2. Zach LaVine, a step back 3. Jumps off the iron into the hands of Jalen Wells. Wells was one of 3 double-digit scores for Memphis in the first half. He sets up Edey, run to the rim, and an easy score once again. 18 points for Edey. Well, he and Landale 10 days ago in Memphis burned the Kings at the rim 15 of 16 times. Combined for 37 points. Westbrook for 3. No good. Edey with another rebound. 7-point lead for the Grizz as they head to our left. Here's the entry pass, this time to Jaren Jackson Jr. He is sealed off by DeRozan, but he turns and scores over him, and a timeout taken by Doug Christie. We are exactly 2 minutes into this third quarter, and Memphis has started out here by scoring 6 consecutive points. The Kings yet to dent the scoreboard in this quarter. This is the Kings Audio Network.
Call Maverick Electrical to claim your free furnace tune-up or electrical safety check with a donation. This month, donate 5 canned foods to Maverick Electric's Holiday Food Drive and get a free furnace tune-up or electrical safety check. They'll collect your cans at the appointment and make sure your heat stays comfy and your lights stay steady, so the only thing whistling is the kettle, not your ductwork. Visit callamaverick.com to schedule.
to everybody. I should be your agent. 68-59. Grizzlies by 9. You didn't respond to that, and that hurts my heart a little bit. DeRozan into the paint, kicks into the right corner for Murray. Murray kicks it out for Westbrook. Westbrook has not scored yet, making a move on Wells at the foul line, pull up 15-footer, and he still hasn't scored. Zach Edey gobbles up his 11th rebound. Grizzlies with 6 straight to open the quarter, and now looking to push the lead into double figures for the first time tonight. Williams on the right wing, bounces for Jaren Jackson, trying to use the size advantage on Keegan Murray. Spins to the right hand on the baseline, turnaround right-handed hook is good. There's just no way Keegan Murray at 6'8" is going to stop that, Michael.
And beautiful job of Jaren Jackson Jr. taking his time, getting to the right hand on the hook shot. He normally goes left. He took what it gave him.
Keegan Murray back the other way, misses a 3. It's 8 straight for the Grizz. They lead by 11. Glad your microphone works. I was worried that it was out of service because there's no way you would just ignore me for that long. Williams on the left wing fires a 3. That's no good. Rebound batted around. Coward fighting for it. Goes to the sideline. DeRozan saves it to Levine. Wow. Good hustle play by DeMar DeRozan. As Keegan Murray comes back the other way, terminates the dribble, kicks to Westbrook left wing, tees up a 3 off a pump fake. That one's too strong. Long rebound, though, to Keegan Murray. Murray came inside the three-point line, gives it back to the right wing for DeRozan. He's not a threat from back out there. He gets bumped on the ground by Jalen Wells. Kind of got pushed into that by Drew Eubanks, but Finesi Ransom says there's a foul on the ground. The ball will go to the side. 70-59. Grizzlies lead by 11.
Man, the Kings just look disjointed. They don't look like they play well together. They want to be there together. The energy is just bad. If the Grizzlies can just tighten up a little bit, man, they could just put this team out of their misery like they did last time.
I would agree with that. It's been a struggle this year for this Kings group. They left Memphis, though, and went to Denver and got a win. Levine, a left elbow extended 17-footer short, rebounded by Jaren Jackson Jr. And the Grizzlies can push the lead further into double figures. Jackson from the top with Murray on him. Gives left wing for Williams. Vince has not scored, but he does have 5 assists as he gives for Jackson onto the block for Edey. Edey works it in on Reynaud, turnaround right-handed hook, and Maxime Reynaud just cannot stop that from Zach Edey, who's now got a 20-13 night working, and the Grizzlies continue to extend the lead. It's a 13-point Grizzly advantage. 10-0 run to open the quarter. Reynaud pump fakes a right wing 3. Nobody even thought that was a possibility. Levine gets it from Reynaud, kicks to Murray. His 3 is a brick, rebounded by Jackson. And now 4+ minutes for the Kings without a point here in the third. Williams, left corner Wells, drives the baseline, gets caught off stride, kicks to the right corner Coward, tees up a 3. No good. Boy, that would have been huge if he got it. 72-59. Here's Westbrook on the push back the other way, misses the finger roll, wanted a foul, didn't get it. He's upset. Good defense at the rim by Jaren Jackson. Here's Coward off the miss. Terminates his dribble, lobs for Edey. Here comes Reynaud on a double team. Edey to Wells, out to Jackson, one more to Williams, tees up a 3. Oh, you wanted that to go because it was beautiful ball movement, but it comes up off the back iron. Williams struggling, he's 0 for 7. Here's DeRozan on the baseline, shoulders in at Edey, pump fakes, can't get the big man in the air, gives it to Levine, gets it back, wants to work one-on-one on Edey, fires a right corner 3 and hits. Enough space given because Zach Edey didn't want to come too close to DeRozan and give him the baseline to drive. So DeRozan, who doesn't shoot a lot of threes, knocks that one down and cuts the lead to 10. First points of the third, and it took 5 minutes to get him for the Kings. Here's Coward, gets by his defender DeRozan, ball poked away from behind and goes out of bounds. It'll stay with the Grizz. DeRozan, by the way, that's only his 15th made three-point shot this season on just his 40th attempt.
Eric, these young guys, both Jalen Wells and Cedric Coward, had Zach Edey in great position and looked away from him. You got to go right back to the big man. When he's sealing the way he's sealing and digging into the post like that, you can't ignore him in that situation.
The Grizzlies' normal sub pattern took a little longer to implement, so they get 4 into the game as Aldama in the paint lost the handle. Aldama, Spencer, Caldwell Pope, and Landale check in. Caldwell Pope to the baseline, cut off by a double team. Out top Aldama, 5 on the shot clock. Santi, a running right-hand floater, rattles in and out. Tapped up and in by Jock Landale, the big Aussie underneath, who played his collegiate basketball about an hour and a half from here in Moraga at St. Mary's College. Pushes the lead back to 12, and Landale has 3 in the ball game. Here's Monk at the left elbow, and we're going to get an illegal screen called on Maxime Reynaud, and the Grizzlies on a 12-3 run will get it back, have a 12-point lead. And Michael, this building is eerily quiet.
Oh, no question about it. That's what you want to do if you're the Grizzlies. Take them out of the out of the game, take the crowd out of the game, and just execute.
Third straight game for Zach Edey with double figures in rebounds. It's his third double-double of the year. And the way he's going, he could sniff that 20-rebound plateau again. He's got 20 points in the ballgame. We have a 20-20 night for Zach Edey. Caldwell Pope, top of the arc. Left wing feed Wells. Wells cut off on the baseline by DeRozan. DeRozan pulled the chair. Wells fell down on the ground. He's getting hugged on by multiple players, Achua and DeRozan. And we'll get a jump ball here.
They were on that baseline right there. I thought somebody might have been out of bounds, but they both stayed in bounds.
Right. Michael, I can tell you this. If the Kings only score 2 points every 6 minutes of the rest of the game, the Grizzlies will win.
Oh, yeah.
Right now.
Yeah, because they can't make up enough points in that time. Absolutely.
I think that's a lot to ask for, but I just thought I would state the obvious. They've only scored 2 in the first 5:54 of the third quarter. DeRozan, who at one point was a terrific leaper, didn't even compete in a dunk contest at one point when he was with the Raptors. 74-62. You don't know?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I wouldn't doubt it, though.
I'll look that up. DeRozan on the left wing around a screen from Levine. Top of the key. Spins. Loses the handle. Ball loose. He picks it up. Gives it for Levine. Into the left corner, Murray. Murray drives into the paint. At Landale, running right hand. Flip shot is good. Keegan Murray gets the bucket. Lead cut to 10, 74-64, Grizzlies on top. Aldama, left sideline on the wing for Caldwell Pope. Back to Santi on the give and go. Aldama in the paint. Turnaround right-handed hook is good. Absorbed a little contact. Aldama floats it up and in. He's got 7, and the Grizzlies back up 12. Here's Monk probing into the paint. Running floater over Landale is good. Malik Monk came back down the other way. He had a solid first half with 10, now has 12, and a 76-66. Grizzlies advantage. Caldwell Pope cut off by Murray. Back to his right around a Landale screen. Bounces for Jock. But Levine read it beautifully and snuck in. It was a good look by Kenny. But Levine read it from the weak side of the floor, and he drives the length of the floor, and the reverse layup is good. Tuoma Cicelo will take a timeout. The Grizzlies lead cut to 8. 76-68 on the Memphis Grizzlies Radio Network. Blazers.
Yep.
And then you add Utah into the mix on
Thursday.
Or Friday, I thought. I think it's Friday.
Friday, okay.
So a big window there. Cam Spencer comes to the left wing out of the timeout to the top of the arc. Wells back to Spencer. Tees up a three. It's going to miss. Rebound grabbed by Landale, and he had it poked free by Keegan Murray. Murray timed it perfectly and poked it away. Here's Levine underneath for Achua. Achua feeds it out top for DeRozan. DeRozan will launch a three. That's not his forte, and it comes up short. I did confirm that DeRozan competed in that one, 2-dunk contest, losing in the final round in his first in 2010 to the great Nate Robinson. And then as a fill-in for Brandon Jennings in 2011, where he finished third in that competition.
Okay.
I'm glad you contributed to that.
I think Nate won back-to-back, didn't he?
Nate won, I
or
believe
three
so,
straight
yeah.
or something, yeah.
He had great battles with Dwight Howard. Spencer on a drive and kick. Kicks it out to Caldwell Pope. His three is no good, but Landale back taps the rebound into the backcourt. Grizzlies corral it. Spencer off the move on Monk. Lobs it in for Landale. Turnaround right-handed hook over Keegan Murray is good. Landale just too big. Murray doing all he can, but Landale at 7 feet tall, able to float that up and in, and Jock with 5 in the ballgame. Grizzlies back up by 10, 78-68. Keegan Murray, dribble handoff left side for Malik Monk. Monk towards the center of the floor, crosses over top of the arc, spins inside the foul line, gets to the window, bank shot no good, but he'll go to the free throw line. The former Kentucky Wildcat, whose brother Marcus Monk was a fantastic wide receiver at Arkansas, which, if I'm not mistaken, is where Ryan Silverfield will be continuing his coaching career. Am I right?
Yeah, you're right about that, man. He already did his welcome address. He did his welcome Instagram post. You know,
saying, his welcome woo pig suey.
Man. That's a stunner to me. That's a stunner to me as Malik makes the first.
Monk cuts it back to single digits.
More power to him, man. That American Conference sent, 3-4 coaches to the Power Four.
Yeah, we'll have John Roser update us on that. Well, I'm happy the Lane Kiffin stuff is done.
It couldn't have ended more ugly than it did.
It was, yeah.
It didn't have to go down like that.
It certainly didn't. But, hey, whatever. It's part of sports. Caldwell Pope to the baseline after the free throws. Fires in a 12-footer over Nick Clifford that's good. 80-70. Grizzlies by 10. Kenny Caldwell Pope was 7 after Monk pushed his total to 14 off the bench with the 2 free throws. He comes into the lane again. Little running right-hand floater is good. So Malik Monk trying to keep the Kings connected. He's got 16 off the bench. Matching with team high honors with Zach LaVine. It's Monk, DeRozan, Murray, Clifford, and Achua. And Nick Clifford, the rookie out of Colorado State, is whistled for a foul away from the basketball. Clifford was the 24th overall pick of last year's draft, selected by Oklahoma City with one of their several first-round picks they have over the next 5 years. And he was traded to Sacramento for more picks. Spencer gives left wing for Aldama. His 3 is short. Caldwell Pope hustles for the rebound and tries to save it and throws it right to Keegan Murray. Kings off on a fast break. Murray drives to the basket, hangs, banks, and scores.
Yeah, it was tough because when he saved it back, he saved it right into a transition opportunity for the Kings.
Yep. Spencer drops it underneath for Landale. Landale tried to catch with one hand. Keegan Murray read it, poked it free. Here are the Kings on the attack. Here's Clifford to the top for Monk. Wide open 3 is off the mark. Rebounded by Achua. Achua puts it back up and in. Timeout, Tuomas Isolo, 80-76. The Kings have cut a 12-point lead. In fact, at one point, a 13-point lead. Back down to 4, 2:38 remaining here in the third quarter. Grizzlies 80, Kings 76 on the Memphis Grizzlies Radio Network.
It's hard.
80-76, Kings cutting into the lead as Vince Williams comes down the right side of the paint. Running right-hand bank shot is no good, but he gets fouled, and Vince will go to the free throw line. So attacking the middle with Zach Edey there. The Kings you're just forced to make a decision, and it's a tough one. And the Kings on a 12-4 run. Now see the big man back out there, and they just don't have anybody underneath there that can cover him. And when you couple that with Jaren and Santi being in the ball game, the Grizzlies have a distinct advantage here size-wise as Williams rattles off the first free throw. Got to make free throws, though. Vince has not scored yet tonight. 83.3% for Williams, 20 of 24, now 20 of 25. That makes him 80%. And that one is good, no pizza. And there's 2 in a row here. You get a free slice of pizza at Mountain Mike's, which is a local chain. Solid pizza.
Okay.
I've indulged many times in my time living here. Monk, top of the arc to the left wing to Rosen. He'll try a 3 to tie. Or no, excuse me, to cut it to 2, and he does. 81-79. Kings on a 15-5 run right now. Here's Williams around an Edey screen at the right elbow. Kicks it back out. Jackson underneath for Edey. Edey working on Achua. Turnaround right-handed hook. Rattles in and out. Achua got him going away from the basket. Kings can tie it with a 2. Take the lead with a 3. Monk into the front court for the trailer DeRozan. He works into the body of Aldama. Pull up 15-footer. It's short. And Edey grabs his 13th rebound of the night.
And Eric, that was that length that you talked about, having all 3 of the Grizzlies bigs out there right now. Santi, Zach, and Jaren.
Minute 35 remaining. Lob underneath for Edey. Edey goes into a double team. Keegan Murray is just coming, and whoever Keegan Murray is guarding has to let Zach know. That's twice Murray has left the big, or left his man, and gone and attacked the big defensively. Here's Murray in the lane. Little floater over Aldama. We're tied at 81.
Yeah, they were just spreading them out now. The Grizzlies are getting spread out and picked apart. They got to get back into their rhythm offensively, too.
Williams around a screen from Jackson. Picked up on a switch by Murray. Back to Jackson against Monk. Over to the right side, Aldama. Aldama jumps to Coward, left corner. Drives by Clifford to the window. Hangs, wild reverse layup, no good. And Edey taps up and in the miss. Zach Edey just going over the top of Precious Achua. Went up, tapped it home. He's got 22 and 14.
Great
83-81, Grizzlies by 2.
Great positioning right there. Achua went to go help, and Zach Edey filled the space right there. Got a putback.
Here's Monk to the right side off a feed from DeRozan. The 3 for the lead is good. Kings lead 84-83. I'm sorry, Michael, the Grizzlies defense looks lifeless right now. They're not matching this group out there for the Kings as Williams goes into the body of Neat Clifford to the left side of the paint. Pump fakes 3 times. He steps out. Now a fadeaway shot from 6 is no good. Edey tries the dunk. Missed the dunk, and we're going to get a loose ball foul on Edey. Knocked Precious Achua to the floor.
Man, Vince Williams went in there and didn't know what he was doing, didn't know what he wanted. He's lucky he didn't get a 3-second violation because he pumped 5 times in the lane. Just discombobulated right now. This is where you need an organizer, man. Vince has done a yeoman's job, but some nights are his nights and some nights aren't. But the Grizzlies just don't have another facilitator that they can go to right now.
84-83 Kings. Grizzlies led 72-59. And now I've seen that lead go bye-bye on a 25-11 run. DeRozan walks into a long 3 from the left wing. Gave it to him, and he knocked it down. I know the numbers say he doesn't shoot a lot of them, but he'll take the open ones. Kings by 4. Aldama left corner, pump fakes. Gets fouled by Monk. And I believe the Kings had a foul to give there, so 4.9 left. I mean, we've seen this before, Michael.
And here's what's weird, Eric. You just pointed out a few minutes ago, the Kings only had, two points through the first 6 minutes.
5 minutes.
5 minutes of the third period.
They had 2 points in the first 5 minutes of the third. Actually, 6 minutes.
They were stuck at 62, right?
61.
61, okay. And since then, they've scored
26 points.
Yeah.
In the next 6 minutes. Coward looking to inbound. Grizzlies down 4. Finds Spencer. Spencer on a runner. Right-hand floater. No good. Grabbed by Edey. He couldn't get the shot away. The Grizzlies will have the ball to start the 4th, but they're down by 4. 87-83. Kings close out the 3rd quarter in a fury on a 23-7 run. We'll come back. 4th quarter action coming up on the Memphis Grizzlies Radio Network.
Oklahoma State, John Sumrall from Tulane to Florida, Alex Golesh from South Florida, Auburn, and Ryan Silverfield from Memphis to Arkansas. And there could be another one potentially because Kentucky has fired Mark Stoops.
Oh, wow. The AAC just producing coaches to go to the Power Four. Grizzlies out of the timeout. Cedric Coward to the right baseline draws contact from Neek Clifford, and the Grizzlies attack the rim right away. It is Williams, Coward, Conchar, Edey, and Jackson. 11:51 remaining in the ball game. Grizzlies had a 13-point lead in the third quarter. This crowd was out of it. The Grizzlies had taken control, holding the Kings to just 2 points, Michael. Pushing a 3-point halftime lead up by 10 more as Coward makes the first off the front iron up and in. And then the Grizzlies, I don't know if they got complacent. I don't know if the adjustments the Kings made matched up better. But whatever it was, the Kings came out in that final 6 minutes, and after giving 2 in the first 6, they scored 26 in the next 6 and outscored the Grizzlies 28-21.
Well, the Grizzlies hadn't had an answer for Malik Monk and Precious Achua and DeMar DeRozan when he gets hot.
Monk at the foul line, step back right elbow, 17-footer over Edey is no good. He closed out and made him change the shot. The 2 free throws for Coward cut the lead to 2. Grizzlies get the miss. Lob into the lane for Edey, and he and Monk are tangled up. And Monk is saying he clamped the arm.
But you see what happened there. Cedric recognized it right away. As soon as Zach Edey made his rim run and sealed Malik Monk behind him, the ball was in the air. And that's what you have to do. When Zach gets that advantage in the paint, you got to get him the ball quickly.
Got an advantage over anybody out there for Sacramento right now. They're playing a smaller lineup, trying to maximize their speed. Jaren Jackson working on Keegan Murray, and Murray just blocks that shot easily. Jaren's tried a little runner right side, and Jackson struggling from the field tonight. 3 for 10, just 7 points. Came in averaging over 22 points a game in his last 3, 22.3 to be exact. Jackson lobs it in for Edey. Edey to the top for Williams. Grizzlies down 2. Shot clock at 8. Back to Coward. Left wing 3 for the lead. It's going to be off the mark. The rebound taken by Monk. So the Grizzlies misfire there. 87-85. Kings with the ball and a 2-point lead. Levine on the left wing working on Williams. Step back left wing 3 try after shouldering in is no good, and Edey gobbles up his 16th rebound of the night. Here's Williams into the front court. Williams to his left, cut off by Levine, looking for Edey. Back to the top, Coward. Coward to his left, behind a Jaren Jackson screen. 10 on the shot clock, looking for Jackson. Neek Clifford is going to pick up a foul away from the ball.
And what Cedric Coward has to do, he's a rookie, but what he has to do in that situation, when that screen is set and Jaren stays high, Cedric has to back it out a little bit more to give Jaren some space and make that defender commit one way or another.
Williams at the top, and now we're going to get an offensive foul. Zach Edey. Williams went too early. Edey wasn't set.
Yeah.
It's a typical error that will happen when you have guys that aren't experienced point guards. They go too early.
Yeah. Back-to-back mistakes right there by Coward.
Actually, no, Edey was there. It was Edey got his arm
tangled up. But there still wasn't spacing.
Looking at the spacing wasn't good, and where the pick was set wasn't the right spot either. That's all right. Turnover, and Edey just got caught kind of clamping down on the arm. Kings get it back, up by 2. Keegan Murray into the lane. Out to the top for Precious Achua. A little running foul line jumper over Edey is no good. Jaren Jackson Jr. grabs the rebound. Here's Vince Williams. Into the front court quickly. Working on Achua. Into the paint. Ball fakes. Pump fakes. Bounces for Edey. Turnaround right-handed hook is good. That is your Grivet Outdoors fast break of the game. Grivet Outdoors, when you're ready to move, get to Grivet Outdoors. From top running shoes and performance apparel to hydration and recovery essentials, Grivet's got you covered. 4 Memphis locations to serve you, or shop online at grivetoutdoors.com. Here's a turnover for the Kings. Lobbing into the lane, intercepted easily by the Grizzlies. We're tied at 87. Williams on the left wing, bounces left block for Jaren Jackson. Working on Murray. Murray gambled on a steal. Jackson dunks with a left hand. He went to the front of the iron, passed on the hook, reached up, and dunked it home. That is a beautiful play right there by Jaren Jackson Jr. and a good decision to dunk it home. That is the good decision of the game, brought to you by Robinhood. Whether you're just learning.
We've been driving around, singing songs way too loud because we wanna. Picking up our love friends, fill up the car till it bends because we wanna. Yeah, we just wanna have fun. The trunk's full of wine. We're gonna stay up, have the time of our lives. The night is young, don't need anybody else. We came to party all night long, and we don't need no chaperone. We don't need nobody's attention, yeah, we just wanna dance on our own. We came to party all night long, and sing along to every song. We don't need nobody's attention, don't need nobody else.
Kings with the basketball out of the timeout. They trail by 2. Long way to go here with 9:50 remaining in the contest. Here's Achua, left elbow extended, holding the ball above his head. Now puts it on the floor twice, terminates a dribble, looking for Zach LaVine, rolling to the basket. LaVine gets it, goes to the rim, challenging Jaren Jackson. That was missed. Westbrook missed the tap, and Zach Edey and Cedric Coward fight each other and knock the rebound out of bounds and give the Kings an extra possession.
Wow. Good defense of the rim right there by the Grizzlies initially with Jaren Jackson, and then just a bad bounce, bad break.
Westbrook had a tip in, and he missed it.
Yeah, point blank, man.
And
right
then the
there.
Grizzlies didn't communicate. Edey could have easily cleared the rebound or Coward, but they didn't realize it was friendly bodies. And now Conchar and Jackson both go for the rebound, and Conchar clears it. Jaren was going for his 6th rebound. Conchar, though, held on to it, and he gives it to the right side for Jackson here. 14 on the shot clock after a missed 3 from Zach LaVine. Here's Jackson working it in on Murray. Turnaround left-handed hook is good. When he has taken Keegan Murray into the paint and kept him on his inside shoulder, that turnaround left-handed or right-handed hook has been money for Jaren Jackson Jr. tonight. He's got 11.
And he had a little hop skip on the way back down the floor, too. He knows he's feeling that matchup.
4-point Grizzly lead. Westbrook working behind an Achua screen. Bounces to Achua in the lane at Edey, and we're going to get a whistle and a foul. That's fine. I mean, that was a good pass by Westbrook to set up Achua, and there you'd rather have the foul than the easy layup. 8 straight for the Grizzlies. It's on Jaren Jackson, but that's only his 2nd, so that's a good thing right there. And Precious Achua at 50% from the line, 11 of 22 will go to the stripe for 2 here.
All right, and it looks like the Grizzlies are going to the bench right now to buy these guys some minutes.
Precious Achua. 8:52 left. Grizzlies lead 91-87. Achua, it's the longest free throw in history. This makes Karl Malone look quick. This is the first. I'll tell you a funny story. When I first started working here in Sacramento in the commercial radio world, and I was working at the station that carried the Kings and working on the broadcast, helping out, that was the first year they made the playoffs in that strike-shortened 50-game year, and they drew the Utah Jazz. And at the old Arco, which became Sleep Train Center, there was a big push because Karl Malone was taking more than the regular, allotted 10 seconds. And you had 18,000 people in that building, and you remember how loud it was. Mm-hmm. Counting to 10 and getting to like 12 and 13, and the referee's going, what do we do? As Achua misses them both. Well, do they get free pizza if their own player misses twice? I would say we should, but
they should.
That would be a little bit kind of defeating the purpose, but the pizza-eating people would be happy. Caldwell Pope to the top for Landale. Gives it back to Kenny. He'll fire a 3 and hit. Ring it up. Put 3 on the board. Contavious Caldwell Pope into double figures with 10. Jock Landale gets the assist. And the Grizzlies lead 94-87. That's 11 straight for the Grizzlies. They were trailing by 4. They now lead by 7. Here's DeRozan to the baseline. Steps through a double team of Aldama and Landale and lays it up and in. Sorry, Michael, you got to be stronger than that when you're two bigs.
Oh, it almost had looked like a travel, though. He got 2 steps after picking up the basketball.
In the NBA, that's not a travel. Come on.
Yeah.
Caldwell Pope around the Landale screen, attacks to the basket, drops for Jock coming in. That was congested. They knock it out of bounds off of Landale. That was not a good decision by Kentavious Caldwell Pope.
No.
It was too congested in the middle, and that's not Jock Landale's forte right there. And that's kind of the thing about learning how to play with new guys. You got to know when you can feed that pass and when you can't.
Yeah, it just required Jock to do too much, to roll and catch and finish in such a short space.
DeRozan jumps at left wing for Westbrook. Westbrook's 3, too strong, long rebound Aldama. He gives for Spencer. 7:50 remaining in the ballgame, 94-89 Grizz. Spencer to his left, around the Landale screen, working on Monk, floats it up with the right hand, it rims out, rebounded by Landale. He brought it below his waist. Westbrook almost poked it away. Finds Spencer, open 3, off the iron, the window, dancing on the iron, falling into the bucket, ring it up, put 3 on the board for Cam Spencer, who now has 19 in the game.
What'd you call that, Eric? Clean living?
Clean living.
Clean living. 3 bounces on the rim 16, and it goes in.
Excuse me, there I put the 3 on his total. Here's Monk down the right side of the paint, gives to the baseline for Westbrook. He hangs, lays it up and in, and gets fouled. First bucket of the night for Russell Westbrook. Feed from Malik Monk. And the foul on the Grizzlies will give him a chance at a 3-point play. He can cut it back to 5. Jock Landale picks up the personal. 3rd for Landale. 2nd team foul. Is my old college classmate and fraternity brother, Scott Moak, the PA announcer here in Sacramento, announced.
Man, I didn't know you were in a frat.
I was.
You a frat guy? I've never seen you do. I've never seen you step. You know what I'm saying? Where's your tattoo, man?
I didn't get one. 97, 92. Left side, Landale flips it off for Spencer. Spencer bounces to a cutting Jack Landale, who lays it up on the rim, and it spins out. Oh, it looked like it was going to be a beautiful finish for Jock Landale, and the ball just didn't cooperate. Here's DeRozan in at Aldama. Fading bank shot is good. 3-point game, 97-94. Good defense by Santi. Tougher shot by DeMar DeRozan, who has had a nice ball game tonight, now with 21.
And the Grizzlies got to take advantage of scoring at the rim, man. Those are right there.
The Kings are overplaying the pass to Landale. They deflect one here. The Grizzlies get it back. Spencer with 12 on the shot clock. Hands for Aldama, and then Spencer sets an illegal screen. Michael, this group has very little offensive flow. You've got to make a sub here. 6:36 coming. You've got to think about changing up the rotation and getting guys back in earlier. Because this group is watching the lead slip away.
Go to him. I mean, there's no reason to hold him in your back pocket. And DeRozan sold that again. That's the 2nd time he's drawing an offensive foul.
97-94. Grizz by 3. Aldama on DeRozan. DeRozan pump fake, steps away, floats it up, rattles around and falls.
Uh-oh.
Now Westbrook and Cam Spencer getting toe-to-toe.
And they're still talking. Westbrook just needs to walk away.
He won't, and Cam won't either. So now it's just a bunch of people hooting and hollering. Timeout, Grizz. 6:21 remaining here as they lead. the game as Jaren Jackson Jr. and Jalen Wells come back in, joining Spencer, Caldwell Pope, and Aldama. Jackson working on Maxime Reynaud, the rookie. Drives right by him to the rim, jams with a left hand. There's the Schottner shot of the game, a hard left-handed dunk. Jaren Jackson Jr. taking it right at the rookie, Maxime Reynaud.
This is a different Jaren Jackson we've seen on this road trip, man. I love every single bit of aggression he's showing right now.
Left side, DeRozan picked up by Jackson. Hands for Levine. Levine inside the three-point line, behind it, fires for the tie. We're knotted up at 99 apiece. Jalen Wells was right there. You've given the Kings life with some lackluster minutes here and allowed an 8-point lead to slip away, and now we're tied as the Kings now on a 10-2 run. Jackson spinning at the foul line, picked off by Levine over to Westbrook. Westbrook had it deflected, somehow feeds a pass to Monk behind his head, and he lays it up and in.
Hey, man, Zach LaVine read that Jaren Jackson Jr. spin perfectly, was right there waiting on that steal, and went the other way with it.
101-99 as Jackson gives right side for Caldwell Pope. Kings on top. Caldwell Pope at 3 for the lead is no good, but Maxime Reynaud commits a foul, and the Grizzlies will get 3 free throws. Caldwell Pope walked right into that. And Maxime Reynaud, or they call him Max Reynaud, will pick up the foul. Caldwell Pope calmly came around the screen, stayed in control, and that is your complete care family psychiatry. Get back in control, play of the game. CCFP offers mental health care for the whole family. The pros at CCFP carefully craft care plans designed for you, and they are committed to supporting you for your entire journey. Check out ccfp.com, call 901-206-4495, and begin your journey to complete care. Are they checking to see if this is a flagrant now?
Yeah.
For the landing area, a reckless closeout? Have you seen the replay yet, Mr. Wallace?
No, I haven't seen the replay yet. I'm assuming that's what they're checking for because I don't see a challenge from the Kings.
No, they would have had to call timeout. Your FedEx out-of-town scoreboard update. FedEx, official partner.
He did allow him to land. Therefore, it would be a common foul.
Of the Memphis Grizzlies. Earlier today, the Rockets beat the Jazz 129-101. As in that ball game, 27 for Alperen Şengün. And also earlier today, the Knicks knock off the Raptors, who have been playing great basketball, 116-94, and the Celtics knock off the Cavs, 117-115. Oklahoma City, 123, Portland, 115, and the Grizzlies' next opponent, the San Antonio Spurs, fall today to Minnesota, 125-112. It is a Sunday. That means tomorrow you have a Powerball jackpot. That Powerball jackpot, as Caldwell Pope hits the first, is coming at you now with an estimated $740 million. Monday, get that Powerball ticket at your local Tennessee Lottery retailer and get in on some holiday cheer. If you win that one, I think you could expand your Christmas list a little. Maybe include a couple of radio announcers in Memphis, Tennessee. We like presents.
Absolutely.
Michael, if I won the $740 million jackpot, I would buy you a gift.
I would hope so.
Albeit a small one, but
I would hope so.
A nice fruitcake. Soaked in rum.
That makes it a little better.
Makes up 3. I just thought that was good. 102-101. Caldwell Pope's 3 free throws put the Grizzlies on top. And Kenny's got 13 off the bench tonight. Here's DeRozan working at Jackson. Kicks left wing for Murray. Murray drives by Spencer. Grizzlies were in a zone. Spencer closed out, but Murray floats it up and in, and the Kings lead 103-102.
You're going to see back and forth action right here. Who can make a couple of consecutive stops?
Caldwell Pope to the right side, Jackson. He'll give it for Wells. Wells against Murray, looking for Jackson against Levine. Reynaud comes with a double team. Jackson, cross-court feed to Spencer. One more to Caldwell Pope. He loses the handle. He looked like he wanted to attack, was hesitant, lost the handle. Kings with a steal. Levine, a pull-up 3 in transition is no good, off the top of the backboard and over the back, and it is out of bounds. A team rebound to the Grizz. Levine looked unsure if he wanted to take that one. Missed it. He's been quiet after a hot start. He's got 19 now, 8 of 16 from the field, 2 of 6 from 3. It's been Monk and DeRozan here in the second half. Yeah. They've been big. Yeah. Spencer has a screen on each side. Goes back to the top as he peels to the right wing for Jackson. Lobs over the top for Edey. What a catch underneath. Zach goes to the window, powers it up and in. What a great catch by Zach Edey. And he now has a career-high 26 points.
And Jaren put it where only Zach could catch it. Even though it was under the rim, Zach was able to get back in position to knock it up get it over the rim.
DeRozan jumps it underneath to Murray. Murray shot blocked by Edey, but picked up by Levine. Levine back to DeRozan. Grizzlies lead 104-103. DeRozan at Jackson. Kicks right corner, Reynaud. He'll hoist a wide open three that's no good, and Wells clears the miss. Good job boxing out Keegan Murray by Cam Spencer on the baseline. And the Grizzlies right now with the ball in a 1-point lead, 3:45 remaining. Caldwell Pope terminates the dribble, left elbow. In between the circles for Jackson. Jackson working on Murray. Kicks right wing Spencer. Spencer to his left. Hesitation move. Hands it off for a curling Kenny Caldwell Pope with the right elbow. Forces a 15-footer that's an air ball. Grabbed by Edey, and he lays it up and in. Zach Edey, Johnny on the spot right there. 17th rebound, 28 points. The big fellow working on a monster night. Now we're going to get a whistle and a foul, and the Grizzlies had a foul to give. Yeah, still have a foul to give after this one. It's going to be on Jalen Wells.
Anything that comes off the rim, Zach Edey is right in position. He's just putting himself, he's planting himself underneath that basket right there, making himself a big target, cleaning up everything that comes off the glass. What a game by Zach Edey, man. What a time for Zach Edey to develop the way he has.
Caldwell Pope checks out, and Spencer checks out. Vince Williams and Cedric Coward check in. So the starting five for the Grizzlies in the ball game, and three of their best perimeter defenders out there together. Wells picks up Monk. Monk attacks into the paint. Jump stops, fades away from 10. Shots too strong. Rebound on the weak side by Jaren Jackson Jr. Rimmed off too strong. It fell a little short and went over the iron, and Jackson grabs the rebound. Jaren's had a good night rebounding with 6 of them. Top of the arc, Jackson with it. Under 3 minutes remain. Grizzlies 106, Kings 103. Gives for Williams. Jackson gets it back left elbow. 5 on the shot clock. Lobs underneath. Edey goes to the rim, dunks. We get an offensive foul called on Zach Edey.
He pushed off on.
They said he clubbed him in the head. At least that's the act being portrayed by Monk.
Monk and Levine were both down.
He was wide open.
Elbow. Levine was checking his foot and knee. 4th foul on Zach Edey. 2:45 to go. 1 possession game. Memphis leads by 3. Monk, the initiator for Sacramento, working against Vince Williams Jr. DeRozan pops out, takes the bounce pass entry. Now he goes to the free throw line, spins it to Monk, eludes the defender, sidestepper. He shoots for 3. It's off the rim and no good. Boy, it looked good when it left his hand, but it did not track. Still 106-103. Now 2:20 left here. There's a move by Williams, a lean in. No, it's a setup pass for Edey, and Edey has a 30-point ball game. Well, we've mentioned time and time again tonight, the Kings have not found a way where they can deny him, and the perfectly placed pass was easy money for Edey. It's 108-103. Now to the 2-minute mark for Sacramento. Running out of time. Levine to the right. 18-footer off the bounce. Too strong off the heel. And the ball knocked away by Sacramento's Keegan Murray goes out of bounds. Be part of March Madness Women's Basketball Tournament. It's coming to Golden One Center late March. See teams battle it out for the Sweet 16 and the Elite 8 before advancing to the Final 4. If you buy today, you can save $40 on select seats for all session packages. Visit GoldenOneCenter.com to learn more. Here's another steal by Keegan Murray. Breakaway opportunity, challenged by Jackson, fouled by Jackson. The shot doesn't go, but it'll be free throws for Keegan. 108-103. That's his 5th steal of the ball game. Checking to see what his career high was. Coming in was 3, so that's a new standard for him. Now going to the free throw line. I believe it will be his first attempt. No, he was 1 of 2 earlier on. Down to 1:39 on the game clock. Kings desperately needing points. Desperately needing to find a way to deny Zach Edey around the rim. First free throw good from Keegan. The numbers tonight for Keegan, 12 points, only 1 rebound, only 1 assist, but 3 blocks and the career high 5 steals. And he misses the second free throw. Well, there's still hope, but the clock very much a factor. 1:31 and counting. 4-point Memphis lead, 108-104. There's a drive into traffic. Coward with a flip, and he scores it. Breaking down the defense, coming down the right side of the paint. Got a delay of game warning here against Memphis. 110-104. Still a two-possession game. Kings can ill afford to miss any shots now. They're shooting 46% on the night. They've had 6 more field goal attempts than their opponent. Here's Murray now, slashing to the left. Drops a pass on a wraparound to Renault. Renault is fouled, and he will go to the free throw line. This foul will be on Jaren Jackson Jr. So a pair of free throws coming now for Max Renault. It stops the clock with 1:11 to play. Kings tonight have not set a good standard by any stretch of the imagination at the free throw line. They are 12 of 20. Renault ready for the first one. Misses it. Well, he is now 2 of 3 at the free throw strike. 12 for 21, 57%. Ooh, painful.
And if you need an outlet, there it is right there. 12 for 20, Kings will be in this game.
Here's the second one. It's good. 1 of 2 makes it 110-105, but 1:10 left. Memphis undoubtedly will try to use some clock. Pressure applied at midcourt by Malik Monk successfully. Edey comes out, takes the pass, and now drops it off into the hands of Coward. Coward drives, ball ripped out of his hands, drops it back. However, I said it was ripped out of his hands. It ended up in the hands of Zach Edey, and he puts the frosting on the cake. 112-105. Zach Edey now has 32 points, 17 rebounds. He has been an absolute wrecking crew all by his lonesome. Timeout. Kings on the far side of the floor. DeMar DeRozan will be the trigger man. Gets it into Malik Monk. Monk now hooks the pass to Renault, mishandles it, saves it, turns, scores. The ball slipped off his hands, but then he grabbed it back and he converted it. Now the Kings pressure in the backcourt. Then they knock it loose. Oh, they do knock it loose, but Malik Monk called for a foul. Scott Foster all over that play. But Christie looking back toward the back bench, wondering if it's worthy of a challenge or not. Apparently it is not.
I don't know, G. That one there tight. You know, Malik is quick to say review, but that one right there might warrant it.
Well, Kings making no indication that they're going to challenge it. And the ball is now in the hands of Vince Williams. So he'll shoot a pair. And he nails the first one.
And I guess, too, G, we got to think of the timeouts. Kings only have one timeout left.
Yeah, down to 47 seconds. It's now 113-107. 6-point separation. And it stays at 6. The second free throw is missed. Levine with a rebound. All right, I'm sorry. Keegan Murray with a rebound. Ahead to DeRozan. Tacks the right baseline. Finds Renault. It's got to be a goaltend. Well, it wasn't called. A little flip from the right baseline. I thought it was in the downward arc, but no indication from the officials. Now the Kings have to foul. And Edey with his 5th block of the ball game. Gosh, I guess I was too quick to react. I thought for sure that was going to be a goaltend, but no such indication. And more free throws coming for the Grizzlies. Jason had a note here that really kind of sums up this evening. You squander a great turnover differential night for the Kings. They've forced 23 turnovers, which is 15 more than the Kings have committed. And the points off turnovers is a plus 18 for Sacramento. And yet they're trailing by 6 points with 30.5 seconds left in the ball game. What a night for Edey. 32 points, 17 rebounds, and now 5 blocked shots. First free throw from Jalen Wells is good. And Grizzlies haven't been great at the free throw line, but the first one from Wells gives him 14 points, and the Grizz are now at 71% from the line. Kings have had the same number of free throws, and they're shooting 59% from the free throw stripe. Second one, also successful. That makes it 115-107. Only 30 seconds left for Sacramento. DeRozan rushes up the floor, turns, fires for 3. It's off the heel, and the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. And Isolo says, take your time. That's it. Probably, well, the shot clock is off, and so that's going to be the final play of the ball game, it appears. So after Memphis embarrassed Sacramento 10 days ago in Tennessee with a 41-point win, they come back and they hold off repeated opportunities from Sacramento, and they walk off the floor with their 5th win in their last 6 games. The final is 115-107. Grizzlies improve their record to 9-12. The Kings fade to 5-16. And a tough road trip awaits the Kings. They'll be headed out to face Houston, Miami, then Indiana before coming home to face Denver, then going back to Minnesota to face the Timberwolves one more time. Nothing easy, Jason, for the Sacramento Kings.
Yeah, G-Man, there's so many layers to a game where things go right or go wrong, but this one I just can't escape thinking about number 14, Zach Edey. His fingerprints all over this game. He structured the way the Kings had to try to defend him. He dominated the paint. Size has been a problem. He's as big as they get in the league, and Memphis capitalized on that. They went to him often, and Kings had no answer.
Well, you place that ball anywhere around the rim, and with his soft hands, he's able to guide it and rip it home, and he ends up having almost a career night all the way around. He ends up with a season-high 32 with 17 rebounds. 10 days ago, it was the combination of he and Landale who combined for 37 points. Landale wasn't anywhere near the factor in this game tonight, scored only 5 points. But, man, Edey, the Kings just had no answer for him.
Yeah, and it's too bad because you get some elements, too, where you just mentioned the turnover differential. The bench was great. Free throws were not. I mean, this team has to kind of have all of it, and they didn't have all of it tonight.
Well, it speaks again to what Doug Christie was talking about yesterday after the practice session, the lack of consistency. And here it is again tonight. At different times, the Kings had a couple of terrific